Om Sai Ram, Sai Satcharitra, Chapter 39. This chapter covers the following: Baba's knowledge of Sanskrit, his interpretation of verse from Gita, and the construction of the Samadhi Mandir. Some believed that Baba did not know Sanskrit, and Hemant Pant wrote another chapter, that is chapter 50, refuting that notion. As that chapter deals with the same subject matter, it is incorporated into this chapter. Preliminary. Blessed is Shirdi, blessed is the Dwarka Mai where Shirdi Sai lived, and blessed are the people of Shirdi whom he obliged and for whom he travelled such a long distance. Shirdi was a small village at first, but it attained great importance on account of his contact and became a tirtha, a holy place of pilgrimage. Equally blessed are the women folk of Shirdi. Blessed is their whole and undivided faith in him. They sang the glories of Baba while bathing, grinding, pounding corn, and doing other household work. Blessed is their love, for they sang sweet songs which calm and pacify the minds of the singers and listeners. Baba's interpretation. Nobody believed that Baba knew Sanskrit. One day he surprised everyone by providing a good interpretation of a verse from the Gita to Nana Sahib Chandorkar. A brief account about this matter was written by Mr. B.V. Dio, retired Mamaltadar, and published it in Marathi in the Sri Sai Leela magazine. Short accounts of the same are also published in Sai Baba's Chatters and Sayings and in the Wondrous Saint Sai Baba, both by B.V. Narasimhaswamy. Mr. B.V. Dio has also written an English version of this in his statement dated 27 September 1936. As Mr. Dio had first-hand information about this matter from Nana Sahib himself, his version is given below. Nana Sahib Chandorkar was an avid student of the Vedanta. He had read the Gita with its commentaries and prided himself on his knowledge in that domain. He fancied that Baba knew nothing of all this or of the Sanskrit language. So Baba one day pricked that bubble. These were the days before crowd flocked to Shirdi, when Baba had solitary talks at the masjid with a few devotees. Nana was sitting near Baba and was massaging his legs and mumbling something to himself. Baba asked, "Nana, what are you mumbling to yourself?" Nana said, "I am reciting a verse in Sanskrit." Baba said, "What verse?" Nana replied, "It's from the Bhagavad Gita." Then Baba said, "Say it out loud." Nana then recited Bhagavad Gita chapter 4 verse 34, which is as follows. Tadvitti pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshyanti te jnanam jnaninastatvadarshinaha. Baba asked, "Nana, do you understand it?" Nana replied, "Yes." Baba said, "If you do, then tell me what it means." Then Nana said, "It means by Sashtanga Namaskar, that is prostration, questioning the Guru, and by serving him, learn what jnana is. Then those jnanis who have attained the real knowledge of the Sadvastu, that is Brahma, will give you upadesha, that is instruction about jnana." Then Baba replied, "Nana, I do not want this sort of summary of the whole stanza. Give me each word and its grammatical force and meaning." Then Baba made Nana explain it word by word. Then Baba said to Nana, "Nana, is it enough to merely prostrate?" Nana replied, "I do not know any other meaning of the word pranipata other than prostrating." Then Baba said, "What is pariprashna?" Nana replied, "Asking questions." Then Baba said, "What does prashna mean?" Nana replied, "The same, asking questions." Then Baba said, "If pariprashna means the same as prashna, that is question, why did Vyasa add the prefix pari? Was Vyasa out of his mind?" Then Nana replied, "I do not know of any other meaning for the word pariprashna." Baba said, "Seva, what kind of seva is being referred to?" Then Nana replied, "Service, the kind we always do." Then Baba said, "Is it enough to just render such service?" Nana replied, "I do not know what more is signified by the word seva." Then Baba said, in the next line, "Upadekshanti te jnanam." Can you replace the word jnanam with any other word? Nana said, "Yes." Baba asked, "What word?" Nana replied, "Ajnana." Baba said, "Using that word instead of jnanam, can any meaning be made out of the verse?" Nana replied, "No." The rules of the language give no such construction. Then Baba said, never mind if it does not. Is there any objection to using the word ajnana if it gives a better sense? Nana replied, I do not understand how to interpret it by placing ajnana in it. Then Baba asked, why does Krishna ask Arjuna to seek jnanis or tattvadarshis and to prostrate before them and serve them? Was not Krishna a tattvadarshi, in fact a jnani himself? Nana replied, yes, he was, but I cannot understand why he referred Arjuna to other jnanis. Then Baba replied, have you not understood this? Nana was humiliated, his pride was knocked on the head. Then Baba began to explain. Number one, it is not merely enough to prostrate before jnanis. We must surrender before them completely. That is, sarvasva sharanagati. Number two, mere questioning is not enough. The question must not be asked with any improper motive to trap the guru and catch mistakes in his answer or out of idle curiosity. It must be serious and with the objective of achieving moksha or spiritual progress. Number three, seva is not rendering service, retaining still the feeling that one is free to offer or refuse service. One must feel that he is not the master of the body and that the body is the guru's and exists merely to render service to him. If this is done, the Sadguru will show you what jnana is. Nana did not understand what was meant by saying that a guru teaches ajnana. Then Baba explained, how is jnana upadesh, that is imparting of realization, to be effected? Destroying ignorance is jnana. A verse of the Jnaneshwari commenting on Gita says, is there anything in jnana besides the destruction of ignorance? Expelling darkness means light. Destroying duality, that is dvaita, means non-duality, that is advaita. Whenever we speak of destroying dvaita, we speak of advaita. Whenever we talk of destroying darkness, we talk of light. If we have to realize the advaita state, the feeling of dvaita in ourselves has to be removed. That is the realization of advaita state. The disciple, like the Sadguru, is really the embodiment of jnana. The difference between the two lies in the attitude, realization and divine manifestation. The Sadguru is Nirguna, Satchitananda. He has taken human form to elevate mankind and raise the world. But his real Nirguna nature is not affected even a bit through this process. His state of being or reality, divine power and wisdom remain undiminished. The disciple also is in fact the same, but the disciple's soul is overlaid by the effect of the samskaras of innumerable births in the shape of ignorance about the fact that he is in fact Shuddha Chaitanya. See Bhagavad Gita chapter 5 verse 15. As stated therein, he gets the impression, I am the jiva, a creature, humble and poor. The Guru has to root out these offshoots of ignorance and has to give upadesh or instructions to the disciple held spellbound for endless generations by the ideas of his being a creature, humble and poor. The Guru imparts in hundreds of births the teaching, you are God, mighty and opulent. Then he realizes a bit that he is God in reality. The perpetual delusion under which the disciple is laboring, that he is the body, that he is a creature, that is jiva, and that God, Paramatma, and the world are different from him, is an error inherited from innumerable past births. From actions based on it, he has derived his joy, sorrows, and mixtures of both. To remove this delusion, this error, this root ignorance, he must start the inquiry. How did such ignorance arise? Where is it? And to show him this is called the Guru's Upadesh. The following are the instances of Ajnana. Number 1, I am a jiva, that is creature. Number 2, the body is the soul, that is I am the body. Number 3, God, the world, and the jiva are different. Number 4, I am not God. Number 5, not knowing that the body is not the soul. Number 6, not knowing that God, the world, and the jiva are one. Unless these errors are exposed, the disciple cannot know what God, the jiva, the world, and the body are and how they are interrelated. To teach him these and destroy his ignorance is this instruction in jnana or ajnana. Why should jnana be imparted to the jiva who is a jnanamurti? Upadesh is merely to show him his error and destroy his ignorance. Baba then added, Number 1, pranipata implies surrender. Surrender must be of the body, mind and wealth. Number 2, why should Krishna refer Arjuna to other jnanis? Sadbhakta takes everything to be Vasudev. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, verse 19, that is, any guru will be Krishna to the devotee, and the guru takes the disciple to be Vasudev, and Krishna treats both as his prana and atma. That is Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, verse 18, commentary of Jnanadev on this. As Sri Krishna knows that there are such bhaktas and gurus, he refers Arjuna to them so that their greatness may increase and be known. Construction of the Samadhi Mandir. Baba never made a fuss about the things he wanted to accomplish. Rather, he skillfully arranged the circumstances and surroundings such that people were surprised at the slow but sure results attained. The construction of the Samadhi Mandir is an instance in point. Shriman Bapu Saheb Bhuti, the famous multimillionaire from Nagpur, lived in Shirdi with his family. Once an idea arose in his mind that he should have a building of his own there. Shortly after this, while he was sleeping in Dikshit's Vada, he had a vision. Baba appeared in his dreams and ordered him to build a Vada, that is mansion of his own, with a temple attached. Shama, who was also sleeping there, had a similar vision. When Bapu Saheb woke up, he saw Shama crying and asked him why he was crying. The latter replied that in his vision, Baba came to him and ordered him distinctly, build the Vada with a temple. I shall fulfill everyone's desires. Hearing these sweet and loving words, I was overpowered with emotions. My throat was choked. My eyes were overflowing with tears and I began to cry. Bapu Saheb was surprised to learn that both their visions were identical. Being a rich and capable man, he decided to build a Vada there and drew up a plan with Madhav Rao, that is Shama. Kaka Saheb Dikshit also approved of it, and when it was placed before Baba, he also sanctioned it immediately. Then the construction was started, and under Shama's supervision, the ground floor, the cellar and the well were completed. Baba, on his way to and from the Lendi, also suggested certain improvements and changes. Further work was entrusted to Bapu Saheb Jog, and as the building began to take shape, an idea struck Bapu Saheb Bhuti. He felt that the building should have an open room or platform, and that in the center of the room, the image of Lord Krishna with the flute should be installed. He asked Shama to refer this matter to Baba and get his consent. The latter asked Baba about this when he was passing by the Vada. Baba gave his consent, saying, After the temple is complete, I will come there to stay. And staring at the Vada, he added, After the Vada is complete, we shall use it ourselves. We shall live, move, play, embrace each other and be very happy. Then Shama asked Baba whether this was an auspicious time to begin work on the foundation of the central room of the shrine. Baba answered in the affirmative. Shama got a coconut broken and started the work. In due course, the work was completed, and an order was also given to paint a large image of Lord Krishna. But before it was ready, there was a new development. Baba became seriously ill and was about to pass away. Bapu Saheb was very sad and dejected and thought that if Baba passed away, his Vada would not be consecrated by the holy touch of Baba's feet. Thus, all the money spent, that is about 100,000 rupees, would be wasted. But the words, Place me in the Vada, which came out of Baba's mouth just before his passing away, consoled everyone. In due course, Baba's holy body was placed and preserved in the central shrine designed for Lord Krishna, and the Vada thus became the Samadhi Mandir of Sai Baba. Thus Baba became Lord Krishna. His wonderful life is unfathomable. Blessed and fortunate indeed is Bapu Saheb Bhuti, in whose Vada lies the holy and pure body of Baba. Bow to Sri Sai, peace be to all. This brings us to the end of Sai Satcharitra, chapter 39.